I'm Cathrine Nagel. I'm 16 years old. I go to school from Leeuwenhof Akademie, and I'm an only child. And my love for art started when my dad took me to the Louvre at 10 years old. I would rather stay at the Louvre than go to Disneyland. And my dad and my family has been a big inspiration for me. And my two dogs, Nancy and Ella. And I was always in love with art or had some interest in it. But when lockdown started, it was an escape from reality for me. I drew every day like 5 to 6 sketches a day. And that's when my skill and my passion for art really grew. And from there, after lockdown, I took science in grade 10 and quickly discovered that it wasn't for me and that my heart was set on art. And from there, my art has escalated, and my teacher, Chivonne, has given me such inspiration and positive energy and just motivation, and always pushes me to the best. Always to my best, although sometimes I get frustrated, but still she always pushes me to the best so that I have my best outcome.
Mzansiart competition. Tell us about it and what motivated you to put forward that particular piece.
Well, when I saw the Biennale competition, I wanted to portray and show people my imagination, my dreams, my inspiration, where my creativity comes from, and I wanted to portray dreams because I'm very fascinated with the dream world. So when I saw this competition, it was a really good opportunity to show what I have in mind. Basically, all the eyes that you see is different perspectives. Everyone sees this art in their own way. It doesn't have a complete meaning, but it's perspective, how people see it. It's my dream world. This is my dream, and I want people to experience it, and I want people to feel something when they see my art. Well, I can see that I'm capable of it, and my dreams can come true as long as I put the hard work in, always focused, believe in myself. And my dad always said, money isn't everything. Pursue your passion and the rest will follow.
Okay, so I started teaching at Leeuwenhof in 2012 with a short hiatus in between. My role at the school is I teach visual art for the grade 9 to 12s, and I really aim to inspire, guide and encourage young creatives.
As one of the winning schools and teacher, Chivonne, how do you feel?
I'm incredibly proud of Cathrine and the amazing achievement. As a teacher, I'm so happy that she's finally receiving the recognition for the long hours that she invested into her work.
At the time, did you think one of your learners would win, especially one that's not even in metric?
I was obviously hopeful, and I know Cathrine has incredible potential, but also in saying that, I knew that the competition would be very tough. So when we actually got the results and she did do so well, I was very, very proud and happy. So for me, teaching art is an incredibly complex subject to teach. It's not just about relaying information. My classes are quite small, and I try and get to know each of my learners and also learn how they respond, and to teach them in a way which they would respond to. Certain students might respond to one way of teaching, and it's my job to really get to teach students to their maximum benefit. One of the hard things for me though is, well, it's a good and a bad thing, is obviously my students trust me, and with art you often delve into personal issues or personal problems that a student might be going through. I feel very honored that the student comes to me and trusts me to listen to them and help them. But on the other side, it's also quite difficult because you have to respond as a teacher with their benefit in mind and not emotionally. So I think that's the hardest part of teaching for me. I really think there's a stigma around art being an easy subject with no future prospects, and I think that needs to change. Art teaches the students so many skills. It teaches them cognitive thinking, it teaches them emotional intelligence, and I think those skills are important in the world after school. So I think if we can change that stigma and really teach people that you're equipping students with so many skills, that would change. I also think that across the board in many schools, art is under budgeted. So if we can maybe find a way to distribute funds more evenly, I think that would help the creative arts a lot. Absolutely. I think competitions like this creates awareness that you can actually do something with art and there are future prospects for you. Also, it creates awareness just with my staff. They didn't know about the competition, and learning about the success and how big this competition is, I think they're starting to look twice at what art could create for you. And then I'd just like to say thank you again for giving Cathrine the recognition she deserves for her hard work. And also as a teacher and on behalf of the school, thank you for investing resources in the visual arts and creating awareness in the visual arts.